Up top you can see all the hoses that we have in the hose bed, from our large diameter hose to our 2.5 inch and then our attack lines. This is a nozzle that we can take away from the engine further, but it acts almost in the same fashion as the deck gun, where it can move a lot of water across a long distance. So in this compartment we have more tools that assist us to do our job. We have positive pressure ventilation fans, which help us clear smoke out of a room or a building, so we can get cleaner air and visibility, and then those toxins decrease. We have an electric version of that fan, and then we also have a gas powered that can run move a little more air and run a little longer. We have a chainsaw to use to vent a house for vertical ventilation, cutting a hole in the roof or on the gable ends. And we can also use this in any other function that we need a cutting saw. It has a very sharp blade on it, and so it's a very handy tool for us. Over here we have our hand tools. These are the tools that take no gasoline. It's just person power to operate these. These are called the irons. They assist us in opening doors through forcible entry. It's kind of a multi-tool that we have at our disposal. Behind here, as this door comes open, we have a couple more tools. We have the bolt cutters to help us get through chains, locks, fences. And then we have a piercing nozzle. And what we could do with that piercing nozzle is drive it into a room or an attic space, hook a hose up to it, and water will come out this end. And that does a couple things. It lets us get into a difficult access place, and then it also keeps firefighters out of a harmful environment. So it is a functional tool that we often use. In this compartment we have fire extinguishers for different types of burning material, and then we have this silver one is compressed water in the can, and that can be very functional in a room that has fire in it. It doesn't take too much water to cool that environment, so this is very handy if we're going into the room and we need to get it done in a quick fashion. We can use the water can instead of hauling the hose through there. Right here we have lights because we have to do our job at night too, and we're not always next to a street light or close to the engine where we can use the lights off the engine. So these are portable battery operated lights that we can take to the scene of the accident and apply the lighting that's necessary to help us do our job. Thanks for setting that up, Noah. We will use this ladder rack. This ladder rack does come down, and we're able to access the ladders to get to roofs, to get to second story